guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I am working with my Roses and Bloom kit today. Yesterday I made this lovely journal cover. I think it's really lovely, so I'll link the video down if you missed it. It's sort of like a foldy over one, which is lovely, and I'm just loving this. Now, I've had lots of questions on the lace. Now, I was gifted this lace from my Andy's mum, my mother-in-law. Not quite sure where she got it, and that was a long time ago, but you probably will get it on somewhere like Amazon or maybe Temu or somewhere like that. I'm not sure. Have a little look. I will have a look to see if I can find it. I did see one very similar to this in my local shop, which is got the shop with everything in it. It's like one of the local Chinese shops that has all sorts of things in it. And I did see one. I wasn't quite sure whether it's exactly the same, but it was very similar. So you might be able to get it in somewhere like that as well. I think it's, you know, it is available if you have a little look. Now, today, I thought we would just have a little play. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. I've been having a little play. This was already on my desk. So what I thought I would do, I was going to do a mixed media, but I just thought we would carry on with this. Now, what I have done, I've made these little flippy out thingies so we can write on, because this is going to be a writing journal. I don't want to cover up too much. I still want to be able to open this up. You can journal on this and journal on this bit, and that's just one of my little swivelly closures. So I've got one of those in each signature, and I've got 3 signatures. So this one, this is part of the Friday freebie, because a few weeks ago we did the Friday freebie. So you will probably, this is still in the Facebook group, so go and print it off if you don't have it. So it all mixes and matches. So I've popped that over there because they all go together, and this is part of it. It's the little flip, and I've just popped it onto an envelope, and I popped a little bit of fabric on there. Not sure what we're going to do with it, but it could flip up. We can tuck little writey bits in there. This can still be journaled on. So loving that. So that's the sort of like the first one. I haven't embellished it too much because we can do a little bit more when it actually goes into the journal. So let's just pop that there. Oh, the other thing I made was this, which I thought, this says a rose by any other name. I don't know. I think that looks quite nice on the front of the journal, doesn't it? I've just put the same fabric and the same little bit of lace on there and sewed it round. But I think I might keep that on there. Let's pop that to the side so I don't stick it anywhere else. I made this one as well, just sewed that onto some fabric, so I might use that. So I'm just having a little play. Make sure, these are some envelopes that I found, but I've got to make sure that they don't, you know, open up, if you know what I mean. Make sure they're glued down properly, because when you coffee or tea stain them, sometimes the glue comes apart, doesn't it? So let's just stick that down. Okay, now these little flaps, I like envelopes in journals because obviously you can just pop lots of little bits and pieces in. So what shall we do with this one? Shall we just decorate the front? Now I've got lots of beautiful fussy cuts here. Just absolutely loving them. They are gorgeous. This one with a little basket, that's lovely, isn't it? Just lovely. So just having a little play, not quite sure. I don't really have any idea. I'm just going to go with it today. A little bit of ink around there. Let's pop a little bit of ink. Well, I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend, and a nice lazy Sunday, or a nice crafty Sunday would be good. So we're just waiting for the plumber to turn up. So if I suddenly stop, that means he's turned up, because our toilet broke. The back piece leaked. Well, it was, I blame it on Andy myself, because what happened was we were being silly in the bathroom and he flicked water at me and I stepped backwards, and when I put my arm out I hit the back of the toilet, and I must have hit it in a way the toilet, top of the toilet cracked and it just started leaking. So it was like, I wasn't quite sure whether to laugh or cry, but we did laugh because it was just like, what can we do? What can we do? That looks nice on there, doesn't it? So yes, we've turned all the water off. So we're just sort of like waiting for the plumber to turn up. It's our upstairs toilet, so we shall see. Let's hope he turns up soon. Right, I think I might actually do a little bit of stamping on here. And I've got these lovely corner sort of stamps from from BB Crafts, which are quite nice. I think they might look nice just around the edges, won't they? Oh gosh, there's so much choice, so much choice. I don't want anything too big. Let's just have this one. That one's just fallen off. Let's pop you back in there. Pop those in there. I've got a little, pop these, oh my gosh, now I've got bits and pieces everywhere. Oh, can't get that off. There we are. Oh, what did I do with it? I've just lost it. Did it get stuck on here? Oh, there it is. So I think that's it. Right, now I found my brown stays on, which I lost the other day. So let's just pop a little bit of stamping. I think stamping's a great one, which I don't do enough of really. But it makes such a difference to your work. I think just adding a little stamp in the corner of something just makes it look lovely, and I think that would work really well in this journal. Just on the corners, because lots of us have stamps. Again, I'm using stays on. You don't have to use stays on, you can use whatever ink you've got. I only have stays on because I normally will be like watercolor painting or something over the top of it, which stays on. It just doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it doesn't bleed anywhere, if you know what I mean. Look at that. See, that's just perfect. I do like that on there as well, don't you? Shall we just do that? I don't want them to be too fancy. But I think I might have to print off some more of these words. Or I do actually. These are the ones from the Friday Freebie. I could probably even cut those out, couldn't I? What do you think? I might put, yeah, maybe I'll put one of these on instead. Let's put Believe. I'm going to stick this on. I'm going to stick this on here, because I did do that one to go on one of the journals, one of the signatures I mean, so I need to make another one, don't I? There we go. Let's just stick that down. Let me get my scissors. I'm going to cut this out. Let's just do a little bit of a wiggly around like that. Wibbly. I can use that a little bit. Shall we make it, layer it up a bit? Oh, that wasn't very straight, was it? What does that look like? Just pop that on there. Fabulous. Let's ink it around the edge. Like that. I think words look good. I do like words in journals as well. But it's quite difficult to know what sort of like words to put in a journal, isn't it? I think, for me anyway, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Should we pop something underneath? Should we have a little bit of, oh gosh, there's so many strands of cotton everywhere. Let's see. This is going to be humongous. Do you think that's going to be? Let's have a look. Let's just chop that off. pop my needle over there. I suppose we don't have to have all of it. Oops. Oh my gosh. Chop that little bit off. Pop that so it hangs down just a little bit, and that on there. Fabulous. Perfect. A little bit of glue. Put that on. Yeah, I'm just going with it again today. So just making it all up. I think that's the best way to do it. Just sit down, get all your little bits and pieces out, and just start sticking them together. Look at that. Fab. Actually, I quite like, let me just round that off. I don't like those pointy corners. That looks better, doesn't it? A little bit of glue. And there we go. Super duper. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so then this can open up like that on the side of a page, can't it? Should we pop something on here? Maybe I will ink. What do I do with it? There we go. Maybe I'll just do the little corners there. Just so we've got the same on the back of it. Like that. Now, shall I put one on here? Because if that's going to be on the other side of, not quite sure where we're going to stick it on the page, but we will see if that will just work. Oops. Lovely. Look at that. That's fabulous, isn't it? So if that goes on, you might be able to see it, or I might be sticking this bit down, I don't know, but we will see. That's lovely. That's lovely, lovely, isn't it? Let me just ink this little bit like that. That's lovely. Now, I'll tell you what I would like is to put a little bit of paper in there, but I don't know whether I've got my papers here. I tuck things away. Does I mean these will go, won't they? Quite like that. Just what I mean. So we've got like a little bit of colour in here. Not that it's colour because it's yellow, but that goes really quite nicely, doesn't it? What do you think? Let's pop that in there, but then I'd have to stick that bit down, or stick this down so it flaps. Yes, I'm going to just add a little bit into here. I'm going to cut this off. Like that, chop it down. Let's cut this bit. Let's see, that's not going to be big enough, is it? But we need to have a pencil. And we need to sort of be there, don't we? I think I'm going to have to get my little chopper out and chop this. Make sure that's level that side. Make this piece straight. That's going to fit. Doesn't need to go all the way in. Okay. I'm going to take another little tiny little bit off there. Tiny, tiny bit. Oops. It's not very straight, is it? Why am I not very straight? This piece should be straight. There we go. I'm going to stick that in there and just glue that in like that, and then we've got a little bit that goes in. I quite like that instead of a little plain envelope. And then actually, oopsie daisy, that would have looked quite nice under there, wouldn't it? It would have matched if I thought about that before, but I didn't. Just ink this little bit. This is a bit hard. This is 160 GSM paper. I would probably use just a little bit of thin copy paper, really. There we go. Just going to pop it in and then glue down here. There we go. You wait, I'll be trying to take this out. I would have thought it would be a piece of paper that I could probably take out, but love it. That's fabulous. Right. Because what we can do with this one, we've got a few of these just plain pages like this, or writing pages. I was just thinking of it going on like that, which I think would look really lovely, won't it? Fabulous. That will work nicely. Oh, squash my journal. Okay, so that's 2. Let's pop that to the side. Now I think I'm going to add some of this because I quite like this. Oh look, we've got little diddy ones. What should we do with the diddy ones? What can we do? Shall we have 2? Shall we pop 2 in? Should I do it like that? Then this could go on to a page, and then that can just fold in. So we've got a tuck there, righty bit there, and a tuck there. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Before I think too much, glue this down. Pop this on top. Go. So what did I say? That goes on. It doesn't really matter which way it goes, does it? But that will be a nice little flip. So which side do you think we should go on the page? Because it depends. Maybe I'll go this way. So what did we do? This one goes on, however. This one goes on that way. So let's have one coming from this direction. So let's see, what should we do? Pop these little bits out of the way. A little piece of this. Surely. I might pop that on there, and then we could have a little one there, and we could have almost like a little tuck on this piece, couldn't we? But this isn't very level. This is not quite straight, so it's completely off. I think that's the straight side. I like the things to be straight. You know what I mean? I know lots of people just snip it with scissors. I do like to be a little bit straight on here. Let's just mark that. Chop that little bit off. There we go. Little bits and pieces. Is that right? That's about right. Now I am going to do a little notch in there so I know that it's a little pocket. Just a tiddly little notch, doesn't have to be huge. Roughly in the middle. Where's my ink gone? Oh, there he is. That can just sit on there. Now these flowers are a little bit too big. Actually, it's a little bit too big, isn't it? A little bit too big. Yeah, I think so. Where's my little bit of lace? Oh, shall we add some green? Maybe I'll add a little bit of green to here. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Glue this down. Shall I glue it or shall I sew it? I'm going to cut that bit off, don't need that. I'm going to glue it. Oops, come on, now you come. There we go. Going to just pop that on. Just give it a little wrinkle up like that. Snip that off. Lovely. That can go on there. Make sure that this closes. Not quite sure whether it's going to close properly with that on there. So maybe I'll have to put it there. Yes, that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to glue it to this side instead. A little bit of glue. Down through there. Pop that on. There we go. What I could do, that's quite nice actually, I like that. So that would hook on the page or stick on the page, and then it would flip that way and that way. So we need to cover this up with something, don't we? Let's have a look. Have I got any journal cards that are going to fit on here? That's quite nice, isn't it? Let's have a look. What else have we got? Little pocket. Little pocket with that in. That's quite nice actually. Well, this is quite nice on there. Actually, what we could do, we could almost make like a little tucky belly band on this one, couldn't we? And use one of these little words. That's what I'm going to do. Cut this off. Wiggle, wiggle. So some of these are from the Ko-fi and some of them are from the Friday freebie. Because there was 3 pockets in each, so there are different words in each one. So that can go on there. Where was this paper? No, I think I'm just going to stick this straight on with a little bit of this. And there. Like that. Either side, top and the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. Just glue along there and along there, like that. Perfect. Now this is white on the back, so I'm going to just get a little bit of tea stain paper, coffee stain paper. Fold it down. It doesn't want to be very big, does it? Because that's quite small. Quite a small little tuck. Oh. Fold that in half. I think this is going to be big enough. Not too big. Let's see. Go in that way, won't it? Look at that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. And again, we are going to round our corners. Give it a little rounded. Should we do the big one? Oops, if you can go in. Don't want to go in there. There we go. Oh, there we are. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Round that off. It's quite nice because this is, I did do one in the other little pocket in there, and they are, if they're all sort of like the same in throughout the journal like that, I think that looks really nice, doesn't it? Will it go this way? Yes, look at that. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. So that's the back, that's there. What should we do on here? That was a nice little quick one, wasn't it? I suppose we could pop a little pocket there. That's what I was thinking of. Now I'm going to cut these little tabs off and just stick it on directly. There we go. A little bit of ink. Oops. Should I pop a little bit of this on there? Which way? This way or this way? Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Should we do that? Oops. Yeah. Okay. And then which way was I going to go? This way, wasn't it? Stick that down like that. If I had my sewing machine on my desk like I did before, I would probably sew that down. But I'm going to just stick that like that. There we go. That looks pretty, doesn't it? And that can just stick on there. So we have a little pocket there, and then we have a little, I'm going to just stick these sides down so something can go in like that. I think I'm going to use this one. So I use my tacky glue, which is in this bottle, which is like just a white PVA glue, just for paper to paper. And then if it's something like a bit fabricy, I'll use a 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac. Lovely, look at that, fabulous. So then we have a little pocket there, little pocket there, we have a little tuck there. What we're going to put on this one, and then we've got that one. I love that. Maybe I should have put that on the front because we're going to hide that one, aren't we? Oh, I suppose it doesn't really matter which way you go, does it? What should we have on here? What shall we put? A little, just a little something, or where did we have, what did I do with that paper? Oh, here we go. Shall I just pop another little one so it is the same as that? Could do that, couldn't we? Let's just make, see how big we want it. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm going to just cut that down like that. Is that going to work? Yes. Perfect. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. And we will pop a little notch in here. There we go. Little bit of ink as always, and then we will pop this on, stick this down, If I really thought about it, I could have used this little bit and wrapped it around. Just, I mean, over the top of this. If you know what I mean, I could have just bent that over. I don't think that's going to come off now, is it? I think I'll rip it. Yes, I might rip that, so we won't do that. I will probably just pop, let's just pop a little bit of lace down here, like that. That's pretty. Oops. Oopsie daisy. There we go. I did buy some more plain white little envelopes because I don't have very many of the coffee stained ones left. I've only sort of like got the bunch that I'm using at the moment, so I need to do that before the weather changes. Now I'm loving that. Now that's going to be the one we see, isn't it? Now I wish I had done it the other way. I wish I put that on the front, really. Yes, I do that. And it opens up like that. We could. I don't know. Depends which way we're going to pop it, isn't it? But I think that's going to be the front. So we need something on the front. I need something else on here. We need some more little flowers, don't we? I could do with a smaller little bunch of these. Oh, actually, that's quite nice. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. That's lovely, isn't it? Let's pop a little bit of ink on there. Wanted to ink this little bit down there. So which way was I going to do it? Make sure we are, not that it really matters. That just tucks under there like that. Love it. Fabulous. Pop some ink on, not ink. Pop some glue on there. Tuck that underneath a little bit of lace, like that. Look at that, isn't that lovely? And then we've got little journal cards that can fit in there. That can go in there, look. And then that can go in there. Actually, I could have made that into a little tuck, couldn't I? Fabulous, I love that. I think that looks really nice. So that's 2 little envelopes. That's got like a little writing bit in there. That flips over, got a little tuck in there. And a pocket and a little tuck there. Wow! Lots of little tucks and pockets in this one. Fabulous. So what have we got? We have this one and this one. Oh, I love them. Should we do one more? Let's just do one more. What should we have? Should we have this bigger one? I think maybe I'll just... So I'm going to do it this way round, I think. So this will be up the front of it. Now, do we have... I've got a bigger one. I've got that on there, which I've done the same. So I suppose I could do that one again, couldn't I? Similar to that. Let's take that off. What do you think? I like it when they sort of like flip up and back. I think it gives a really nice lot of sort of interest to your journals. And you have lots of little flippy things. Little tucks and flips. Shall we fold this down? There we go. Right, shall I stick it on there or shall I hook it around? I could probably just hook that around, couldn't I? And that will lift up. So yes, these are the Friday freebies, so don't forget, go and print them off if you haven't. Stick that down. And then that just flips. Lovely. Now I'm going to pop something on these corners. Should we have a look and see what other one we've got? Well, that's a fancy one. That's quite a nice fancy one, isn't it? Should we try that? Let me just stick that on there. I need to find some way of storing and organising my stamps, because I do have lots in different places. So a little bit of organising would be quite nice. Oh, I'm not sure whether that's going to be the right shape. Maybe I'll just pop it on this corner. I think I need a smaller one. That's nice on there, but it's going to have to go that way, isn't it? This isn't one which we can go round. No, that one's too big. We need one that's symmetrical, really, don't we? So let's just pop that in there like that. Oh, let's go for this one. Let's just go for this one. This one's symmetrical, very similar to the other one. Oops. There we go, that's better. Oh, look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? And then we've got that one that side. A little one off on there, but that's okay. That's pretty. That's very pretty. So we could put something inside, couldn't we? That's too big. Yes, that's a little bit too big. I think I could put that on there though. Leave that to sort of journal on, I think. I'm going to cut these off again. I want these to sort of lie flat, really. I don't want them to have things that are going to fall out. Oops. Okay, let's stick that on there. Do we want any lace? Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick it down. Put that on there. Oops. Move it over a little bit. There we go. Then we can just go in with our little diddy one and just chop that little bit off so it evens it up. Look at that, that's lovely. Now, I know I've got lots of flowers there, but I have got more in here which are from my other kits, and I think some of these might work on here. That's a little rose, as long as it's roses. I just thought that might look quite cute on there, won't it? There we go. Little bit of ink. What should we pop behind it? Should we have a little bit of this fabric? Shall we pop this on here? Just a little bit. This is quite stiff. It's quite nice though. I think I might just pop that on like that. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? So a little bit of 3-in-1 for the fabric. Pop that down like that. this over the top like that. Lovely. There we are. That's super cute, isn't it? So that opens up, got a little tuck in there. That we can journal on. What shall we pop onto this side? What have we got? We got any of our little flowery bits? Now, I'm not quite sure about this because I'm not sure how I'm going to attach it to the actual journal. Does that look like if it pokes out the back? It's not too bad, is it, actually? I think it's a bit big. A little bit big. Oh, that's a smaller one. Not convinced. I think maybe I'll just have a word. We'll just have a word on this one. Oh, I think that's already inked. Shall we have a little bit of the cotton? Oh. There we go, that's nice, isn't it? Take these little bits off. Let's give it a little runkle. Let's pop that down. A little bit of glue. I'm not going to sew it. I'm just going to stick it on top of each other like that. And this on top. There we go. Perfect. Right, I could do with just a little rose. Do we have another little rose in this one? What have I got in here? Let's have a look. So yes, I have spent lots and lots of time fussy cutting. Let's see, these are out of, some of them are out of the teacup embellishments and some of them are out of the perfume bottles. So I think we need a rose with the rose, don't we? Yes, we do. Could do with actually a little bit of cheesecloth with this, couldn't I? Let's sort of soften it up a little bit. But do I have any here? I don't think I do. Let's just have a quick peek in there. Okay, so I've got some of this one. It's not white, it's sort of, I think this is the one that I coloured with grapes. It's got a sort of tint to it. Let's just pop that on there. I think we just need a little bit of scruffiness on here, don't we? Squash that down, wrinkle that up, a little bit of this on there. There we go. Stick that down. Fabulous. Look at that. That's lovely. So that could either go either way on a journal, can't it? So that's so pretty. So pretty. Shall I pop something in there? No, I think I will leave it like that. What do you reckon? Do we need something stamped on here? I think maybe we do. Where's my lid gone? There we are. Where's my stamp? Let's just stamp on here because I'm not quite sure where this envelope is going to go, which way. So let's just stamp that just in case we get to see it. Fabulous. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Beautiful. Right, I think I will leave it there, guys. And then I can wait for my plumber to turn up. So I've had a little bit of crafting which is great. Let me just get one of my little journal, my signatures. Take this, so this one, not quite sure, so we could stick this down. If you stuck this way and this way, we've got a little pocket there, and then you can have a little tuck, and then that opens out to journal on. Fabulous. This little one can go on to the edge of the page, which opens out like that, and then it will open out like that. So that's lovely, isn't it? Oops, whoops, there we go, that's how it goes. And then this one will go onto the other side, so it will go that way, like that, and just flip out. Super simple. And then again, we've got the bigger one that will just sit on there. That flips and that flips. Oh, I do like that. I think that looks really nice. Fabulous. So there we go. We got 4 little flippy things. I will probably carry on and make a few more. Oh, this is the one I was talking about. When you've got your cut out bits of writing paper, try and do it so you've got them all looking the same, so they all sort of like coordinate in your journal, like this little one we did, wherever it is. Just what I mean, just round the edges, so they all sort of like match in, and I think it looks really nice. So there we go. Oh, I was going to put that one on here. Shall I do that? This one, look at that. I think that will look really nice on there, don't you? I'm going to stick that on like this. Take that bit off, we don't want that. Oops, you're going to come out. It's gone a bit thick. I left the lid off, so it goes a little bit thick, doesn't it? It's nearly at the end, so I need to open up a new one. I'm going to pop that on there because I think that's nice. I do love this pink. It's a real nice rosy pink, isn't it? So there we go. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So there we go, guys. I've got a nice big mess around here on my desk, but that's 4 little journal embellishments to go into the journal. So there we go. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.